Top of the morning, everyone. It is July the 24th as Bill sees it, reading from a huge child of God and a recovering alcoholic addict with that hot, caffeinated morning coffee. Let's have a moment of silence for those still out there in pain and suffering, please. Thank you. The fellowship's future. It seems proved that AA can stand on its own feet anywhere and under any condition. It has outgrown any dependence it might once have had upon the personalities or efforts of a few of the older members like me. New, able, and vigorous people keep coming to the surface, turning up where they are needed. Besides, AA has reached enough spiritual maturity to know that its final dependence is upon God. Amen. Clearly, our first duty to AA's future is to maintain in full strength what we now have. Only the most vigilant caretaking can assure this. Never should we be lulled into complacent self-satisfaction by the wide acclaim and success that are everywhere ours. This is a subtle temptation which could render us stagnant today. Perchance disintegrate us tomorrow. We have always rallied to meet and transcend failure and crisis. Problems have been our stimulants. How well, though, shall we be able to meet the problems of success? You know, I've never read this before, and I'm so thankful and blessed to read this. It's the first time I've ever heard it really say this. I knew in the big book it talked about, it talks about God all the time, but it actually says it right here that the final destination, is a dependence upon God. People can recover without God, but I know for this alcoholic addict, I was blessed that God actually found me and brought me to church first. And then maybe it's because I was too hard-headed and probably wouldn't have made it, but he grabbed me first and had me come to church, and then he brought me to the program. So I don't know, I'm grateful, and people out there I know that personally that are still struggling a little bit, even in the program, but they don't have God in their life, and I pray for them a lot. And it's God's making this. It's hard. Trust me. I'm not saying it's easy. It's definitely hard. And there's a lot of things you have to do and be accountable for. But He's making it so much easier for me. I think. That's just me. I don't know. Maybe not. But I feel it is. And I'm more happy, I'm more joyous, and I'm more free. It's like I can lay everything at His feet and pray, and it's just He takes it away. It's like I don't have the stress I used to, And I used to be, I've always been a believer of God, but I never was actually following Him, if that makes sense. When I recovered, 2 months into recovery, I was baptized again. really for the first time. But I was baptized when I was little, but I did it for the wrong reasons, or I was doing it for my mom. I was 8 or 9 or 7 maybe, I don't know, but this time around I'm doing it for me, and I knew what was, I was just, you know what I mean, I think, but gosh, he makes it so much easier. Just life in general. I'm not, whether you're an alcoholic or addict or not an alcoholic or addict or whatever, just a normal human being, God makes it easier on us. We don't have to carry that stress. Let him, he does. So I'm grateful to be a follower of Jesus Christ, King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Yes, great, blessed. That's all I can say. I love y'all very much. I hope y'all have a safe and blessed day. Peace.